Hey everybody, how's it going? Today's Saturday. Yay! How y'all feeling? The human is off the charts. I looked this morning. I felt like I had been hit by a truck. Was up like 8 a.m. wide awake, ready to go. And it's like, man, I'm really hurting. Looked, the human was 110. I've been purging a lot. Emotionally, I mowed the yard and cried. Kind of felt good to physically move and mow and just cry. So we have the moon in Aries, and we are going to be having a dark moon over the next 24 hours. So, and then you pair that with Pluto retrograde. So there's going to be a lot of things coming to the surface. When I look at retrogrades, to me it's kind of like reevaluate, re-examine, redo, okay? So really just check in your chart. See where Pluto is retrograding. Pluto is retrograding in my 6th house of day-to-day routines. So, you know, working out, health, right? Really just, you know, 2:26 on my clock. Really just reevaluating. Like for me, this morning, I was really just reflecting over the last year. And retrogrades help me to do that. You know, what, you know, have I been living fully in my true authentic self? So in living fully in your true authentic self, what does that mean? And part of that is really seeing my mission clearly. Part of that is, am I fully living, speaking is huge for me. My North Node is in the 12th house, and it's in really the last couple of degrees of, last few degrees of Cancer, but the house ruler is Gemini. So the house ruler is how you're meant to do your North Node. So my North Node, you know, part of that is living in the spiritual realm, is, you know, taking my day-to-day routines and making that my spiritual day-to-day routine, fully speaking my truth, fully living my truth. You know, one of my favorite things to say is, you know, some go to church while others have to live it. So for me, church is everywhere I go, everyone I talk to, every experience that happens. I am that channel for God to come through. So I have to fully live it. I have to fully embrace it. I have to fully speak it. If not, I'm going against what I'm here to do. So as things start coming up, if you feel like crying, stop and just cry. If you feel anger, stop and feel that anger. We are humans. You know, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And sometimes we just have to surrender and just feel it. Sometimes we just have to feel it. And as long as you are living, breathing, and being your full, true, authentic self, and doing what is placed on your heart, like, that's the most important. If you are guided to say something to somebody, say it. If you're guided to do something, do it. If you're guided to do anything, and we can be living in that while still living in that day-to-day routine. We can still be that. And the first card that I get for our check-in is Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. And this really reminds me of like Cupid's arrow. And this card has been coming out a lot because when we experience those tower moments, when things fall apart, to help us get more in line with our North Node, with our path, with our destiny, it can feel like a little bit of upheaval. But another one of my favorite things to say is rejection is God's protection. You know, in order to make room for our blessings, we must clear the way for them. Have faith in your dreams. If it's meant to be, let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be. So really, just having faith, just because something has not shown up yet doesn't mean it's not on its way. And really just staying grounded in love, because I bring love into the situation. This is a new moon in Sagittarius, or new moon in Aquarius. There's a lot of purple. This is our higher chakras, okay? Really just making sure that we're keeping our third eye open. We're keeping our crown open. We're really connected to those higher chakras. And just always do everything from love. Do everything from love. You know, Aquarius is the water barrier. And she's dumping the water. New moons are all about bringing in a new experience. Full moons are all about releasing what you need to make room for. So as things come up, you know, it's no coincidence that we're having this dark moon retrograde right before we go into the new moon in Taurus. So in order for those new things, the new seeds to be planted, we must release. We must shed all those things that are no longer serving us for our greatest good and highest joy. Let it come up. Sit with it. Embrace it. I just cried my front yard mowing. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with embracing that feminine side of us. You know, we have been conditioned to not cry. We have been conditioned that it is a sign of weakness. When did it become socially okay for us not to feel what we're feeling and not be able to express them? When did it become socially okay for us to assume or think that it is weakness? Allow for these moments to happen. Allow for the healing to take place. It's very symbolic. You know, we cry to release. And I feel so much better now that I've been out there in my yard, just, you know what I mean? I obviously needed to release what I needed to release. 11:01 on my clock. Over the last year, have prayed. 11:11. I have prayed over and over again. I can see what's coming. Allow my family to see me so they can trust me. $11:33 on the clock. So, you know, a year ago, I prayed. And magical things happen. Magical things happen. Because I knew where we were going. And I knew that I had to be fearless in leading my family through one of the craziest times. And I knew if they could just see me, they would be able to trust me. And sometimes in being able to see and know things, it doesn't always work out that way. So, you know, I've spent this morning really reflecting over what's happened and how much of what I've seen come true. And and having to still be okay with it, even when my family thought I was crazy. And that was one of my biggest fears, that people would think I was crazy. And of course it showed up. I saw it everywhere. And I'm sharing this because I know there's many of you out there that are facing the same things. I know there's many of you out there that are living the same thing. And I see you. I feel you. Keep holding that light. Keep doing what God is putting on your heart to do. That's how you know you're going in the right direction. When He puts something on your heart, bring love into the situation. When it is placed on your heart to do it, do it. When you're told to speak up, when you're told to defend, when you're told to share, when you're told whatever God may be saying, listen and do it. Because that is part of the journey. That is part of the mission, is listening to the guidance and doing what you're asked to do. And I say that, my kid calls me 1441. Sorry about that. I had to pause and be mom. Anyway, so while we were talking, actually, after we got off the phone, there was a verse that come to me. And I really wanted to close this video with this. And when I think of love, bring love into the situation. So when I think of love, and I look at everything that's going on, because so many of us are being challenged to step in our truth and to live in our truth and to be our truth. And when that happens, we are seeing so much negative come out. And this verse is one of my favorites. And on this journey to self-love, this has been my constant reminder, 1:11 on my clock, my constant reminder of what love is. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. Love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. So I was really guided to leave you all with that. I have no idea where I was at in the channeling, so I'm not real sure. I don't know, but I love you guys. If you need me, reach out. I'm here to help any way I can. I'm here. I'm ready to help you, ready to whatever you may need. So just over the next 24 hours, try to stay grounded, however that may be for you. And the hard part is finding what works for you. And for me, staying in my heart, that grounds me. Speaking my truth, that grounds me, because we're never promised tomorrow. 333 on my clock. We're never promised anything. But as long as we are living and following the guidance of what we are getting every single day, and we know we are living fully in our missions and doing the work for God, because that's what we're here to do. I know where we're going. I can see where we're going, and it's a beautiful place. At the same token, we have to go through the birth canal. We have to experience the birthing pains. God's leading it. Luck is on our side. God is magic. God is luck. Have faith. The battle is already won. And hold love. Love, peace is the 444 on my clock. Peace is the highest vibration. But even if you can just hold love in your heart for all things. All right, I love you guys. Happy yay. Saturday, yay. I will be doing a check-in either tomorrow or Monday to see what's coming up with the new moon. So be looking for that. Okay? Love you guys. Bye.